Hit that like button, just like Tyson.
What's the word, family? Hey, man, check this out. I was just looking through the internet and I saw a story. It was interesting because it was about 20 people being arrested in a multi-million-dollar drug ring. Now, you would think it was in the streets of Chicago, California, Detroit, something like that, right? But no, man, these was top flight universities, bro. The University of Duke and the University of North Carolina. There was others involved as well. Now, these drugs was being funneled through the fraternities. Like, man, you go to a pledge house and, you think you finna do a step and all of that type of shit, man. But nah, man, they was up in there doing Molly, coke, mushrooms, everything under the sun. They were selling through these fraternities, man. Now, the thing is, there's a couple of things I want to get to. But first, let me read a little bit. Now, this is coming from NBC News and an article by David K. Lee. Now, let me break it down for you guys a little bit, all right? So, the ring that supplied cocaine and marijuana to college students across North Carolina, leading to 24 arrests, officials said Thursday. 21 defendants include students that are accused of funneling drugs through fraternities to schoolmates at the University of North Carolina, at Chapel Hill, Duke University, and others. All right? So that's prestigious colleges right there. That's one thing. That's one angle of it. All right, the feds bust them. It's a multi-million-dollar investigation. It's a multi-million-dollar drug ring. So the feds bust them. The investigation, which goes back at least 2 years, examined about 1 million in sales, officials said. While the investigation continues, officials said the primary supplier was a guy named Javier Francisco Javier Ocha. He's 27 years old, of California. He supplied about 200 pounds of marijuana and 2 kilograms of cocaine on a weekly basis to North Carolina co-defendants. Authorities said he's already pleaded guilty back in November to 73 months behind bars for whatever he did. All right, so that's the basis of the story. All right, now look, I want to point out something. The only name that they have in this article is a guy, Francesco, which is a Mexican, right? But this Duke University, University of North Carolina, man, they don't have a mug shot of none of the 21 that was arrested. They don't have the names of the 21 that was arrested in this article. What that tell y'all, man? I'm gonna tell you what. They put the Mexican out there, give y'all his name, say it's a Mexican connection, but they don't give us the name of all these white students, man. These were top sororities and fraternities. These are top. Not no little small shit, little small black sorority. No, these are the white sororities, man. They was talking about powder cocaine, mushroom, LSD, all of the above, man. Why they names ain't posted on there? See, the mainstream media is the government. And the government want to make black people and Hispanic people look bad. That's why they got the Mexican guy up there. That's why they got his name there. But they don't have these white people names up there. You know why? Because some of them probably got powerful family members within the government. Some of them probably got powerful family members within the government. And they can keep their name out the paper. They probably get probation and shit like that, while the Mexican dude gets 73 months. I wonder how much time these white students gonna get. You know, a thing like this, they'll put it out there this one time. They're going to put it out there and let us know what happened. Let us know that it was an investigation and these college students was doing this, but they're not going to put their names out there. I don't see a mug shot. No matter where I go, I don't see a mug shot of the 21 students that was arrested. They got the one Mexican dude in there, his name. But I don't see a mug shot for none of the 21 students because I would have had their pictures plastered all over this video. So now I'm gonna have to put a picture of Duke University there and the University of North Carolina. I'm gonna have to put their pictures there because they refuse to out the students that's actually doing the crime. I wonder how much time they gonna get. I wonder how much time they gonna get. They just locking up black folks left and right for RICO cases, which amounts to way less than 2 keys and 200 pounds a week. That's how much they was moving through these colleges. 2 kilos, 200 pounds a week. These are some of the coldest drug dealers I ever seen, man. They not talking about this and that and the other, man. They talking about actual big time weight, man, that was getting pushed through the whole state, man. These white people gonna get a slap on the wrist. They already got one because they mug shots ain't plastered up. They not saying who was the ringleader from the college side. They just saying that the Mexican was the ringleader. No, he's not the ringleader. He's just a supplier. Who the fuck was the ringleader that was doing everything on the college scale? Man, if you watch Power, now you see in Power how Tariq is making all of that money, man. Power broke that shit up. Power told the story before the feds told it. Now you see how Tariq is making all that money, trying to bond his mom out, paying for her lawyer, which is a high fucking priced attorney, paying for her lawyer. Now y'all see why people was like, man, you can't make that much money in college. People were saying that, how the fuck Tariq making that type of money in college? Here you go, right here, in real life. In real life, maybe the feds watched the episode of Power and said, hey, you know what? Let's look at one of these colleges real quick. But you know what? They need to go through every university in America with a fine-tooth comb, and it's the white universities that's bringing in millions of dollars. Stop arresting black corner boys and start getting those white people that's out here putting out drugs to the college communities. This a goddamn shame. The only name in here is a Mexican. But that's the government for you. That's MSNBC for you. The only name in there is a goddamn Mexican. And I can bet you that mainly all of the 21 students, well, none of them black, because black people don't got connections like that. Black people, you got to be a chosen motherfucker to have a connection like that. Then you selling them through the fraternities, you know that these are white boys. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Because the mainstream media seems to fail us, and they failed in reporting on this story. I want the mugshots out. I want to see the faces of these killers. I want to see the faces of these killers, man. They passing out everything, heroin, mushrooms, everything, man. These guys are cold-hearted killers. Then they was gonna graduate college and become cold-hearted in the fields that they was going in. I bet you some of these people was going to be judges. Some of these people was going to be lawyers. I bet you they were. And now look at them. But they ain't going to have a blemish on their record. Watch. Because drug offenses, I do believe you can have them expunged. So they not going to have a blemish on their record. They still going to be straight. They might get kicked out of school, which they should be. But they still going to be straight. But let me know how y'all feel about the mainstream media hiding the faces of these 21 white students. I can almost guarantee you they was all white, man. Ain't no black man getting money like that in a fraternity. Unless you on TV and unless you Tariq.